2024. Paper 2. This was the last one. It was a topic called, the first topic in Form 4, called matrix and transformations. This topic was set twice, in paper 1 and in paper 2. So let us look at it. You are told that PQR is a triangle with vertices. You can see the vertices there. On the grid provided, draw the triangle PQR. That is kind of easy, 1 mark. So we are going to look at the first one here represents X and the other one Y-axis. So on the X-axis we look at 5 and the Y-axis we look at -1. So that is where the point is. That is, call it point P. Then 3, -1, 3, -1. It is there. We call that point Q. Then the last one we have 3, -3, 3, -3. It is there. So that we call it point R. Then you use your ruler to join. Use your ruler to join. And that is how you have get your mark. That's how the figure is supposed to be looking like. Then the next question, you are told that on the same grid, draw triangle PQR single prime, the image of this one, the original one, under a reflection of XY. So what's the meaning of reflection of XY? Any value that is in Y should be also in X. So if the points of P, Q, and R are 5, -1, 3, -1, 3, -3. So what is supposed to be the image? If you are a student who uses the properties of reflection, you will say that the image single prime, Q single prime, R single prime are supposed to be, you just interchange the values because Y is equals to X. So where we have Y, we put X, and where we have X, we put Y. So we'll have -1, 5, -1, 3, and -3, 3. That one is for students who are using properties. Still allowed. So if you plot these points, are supposed to be -1, 5. So here, that is point P. Then we have -1, 3 and -3, 3. So that is how it is supposed to be in a single prime if you are using the properties. I'm also going to guide the students who are not going to use the properties. And also I'm going to show how to draw this line. So the line XY, this is how you are supposed to draw it, XY. So it means that if Y is 1, X is also 1. If Y is 2, X is also 2. If Y is 0, X is also 0. If Y is -1, X is also -1. So you look at how it proceeds. So you are going to just draw a straight line here. If you are using by construction method, and make sure you label the line. So we call this line Y is equals to X. So you are going to count along the diagonals of the boxes. You will have 1 box, 2 box covered complete. So we have 1 box, 2 box. That's how we find Q. Same to P. Along the diagonal, we have 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And that's how we are finding P. That is how it's supposed to be working for people who use construction methods. Then you are told that part C, that we have P double, Q double, and R double prime is the image of P, Q, R single prime under a transformation matrix, this. So we have the coordinates. They want us to find the coordinates of double prime. So we know that a matrix times the object will give me the image. So if the matrix is 1.5, -0.5, -0.5, and 1.5, you multiply by the object. Remember, they want the object of single prime. So we have -1.5, -1.3, -3.3. Now the upper ones are just representing the x-axis and the lower ones representing the y-axis. These ones are single. Now these ones will give me the image, which is what I don't have, Q and R. So we are going to say how to multiply, how we just multiply the matrices. You take the upper, the row versus the column. So it is 1.5 times 0 times -1 plus -0.5 times 5. So it is this times that, this times that, this times that for the upper one. So if you use that, you're going to have -3 and -6. Then also on the denominator part, we will have this times this times that, row times the column. So we will have 8, 5, 6. So this is what they wanted, what the examiner wanted you to find to get the 2 marks. Then we can proceed to the next question. The next question, you are told to, on the same grid, draw the triangle PQR. So we are going to draw this here. So to plot it, we have -4, 8. So -4 and 8. It goes so way above. That one, it is P. Then we have -3, 5. -3, 5. Then R, we have -6, 6. Oh, 6 is here. So that is R double prime. Then you join using your ruler. Well, and that is how that question was supposed to be done. So we can proceed now to the last part of the question, where you are told, I think we have already drawn, determine the singular transformation matrix that maps, determine the singular transformation matrix that maps the first image, the original image, to that one. So the original image, the coordinates of the original image, we are not supposed to know because we are not being told to draw. So remember that our translation points were 1.5, -0.5, -0.5, and 1.5. So a singular transformation, you just have to know the coordinate. It is supposed to be 0, 1, 1, 0. So let us find the answer to this and to find the singular transformation. So to multiply, we know row and column. So if I multiply this times that is 0, this times this is the same thing. So -0.5. Same to this part. I'm going to multiply 1.5 times 1 and the other one times 0. So I will have 1.5. Then on the denominator, I will apply the same row versus the column. So this 0, 1.5, and we have row, so it is be -0.5. So this one here is the singular transformation matrix that mapped it, and that is how the Kcse paper was supposed to be tackled.